Wake up, heaven itself is in tears today, and it's all because of you. Your name, once boldly etched on the roll of destiny, has been viciously scratched away, and the angels are crying out in shock. What happened? You might roar inwardly. Why does every seraphim mourn my disappearance? Who dared to strip me from my place? Lean in, because the revelation you're about to hear will shatter your world and rebuild it stronger than ever. I'm staring at this sacred scroll right now, and where your name once blazed with promise, there lies only jagged gouges, desperate, soul-wrenching gouges, as if someone clawed at the very essence of your being to erase you completely. They didn't gently cross it out, they attacked it, slashing away every letter with ruthless intent, determined to obliterate every trace of your story. Yet even beneath the chaos, your name lingers like a stubborn ember, still glowing, still alive, proof that true purpose cannot be snuffed out. What cuts deeper, though, is that every other name on that list stands untouched, pristine, unscathed, untouched by this brutal assault. Yours alone was the target. This wasn't chance. This was a deliberate strike aimed directly at your heart and your calling. So brace yourself, the forces at work here are fierce, and the battle for your destiny has only just begun. You're probably burning with questions right now. Who could be so cruel as to try and erase you from existence? Why would anyone wage war against your very name? What is this list, anyway, and why does it hold so much power over your life? Why was your name etched there in the first place, and how did it vanish without a trace? You deserve the truth, and I'm here to lay it bare for you. This isn't some ordinary list, this is a sacred scroll, forged in divine light and sealed with heavenly authority. It holds the names of those chosen for greatness, those entrusted with missions of love, strength, and purpose in this world. Your name was written on this list because you were meant to walk a path of light. You were called to share your unique gifts, your passion, your courage. But dark forces fueled by fear and envy, have tried to rip your name from this record, to steal what was meant only for you. But listen carefully. No power on earth or in heaven can truly erase your destiny. You remain here. Your mission is alive and burning fiercely inside you. The road laid out for you has not disappeared. Even if obstacles rise, your light will cut through the darkness. You were never meant to be forgotten. The angels themselves are weeping because they know your worth, your preciousness, your irreplaceable role in the grand design. They are not merely watchers from afar, they are warriors, fiercely fighting on your behalf. They clear the way, tear down the barriers, and roar defiance at anyone who tries to dim your flame. Your purpose is carved in eternity. No one, nothing, can snatch it away. Stand tall, my child. Your destiny is awakening, and nothing will stop its rise. Now, prepare yourself for the gravity of what I'm about to reveal. This is no trivial slip-up. The fact that your name vanished from this list is a cosmic crisis, one so profound that even heaven is shaken to its core. The angels, the elders, beings bathed in pure divine light, they weep for you. Not without cause, but because they sense the weight of loss. They understand the incredible power your name carried when it stood there, power beyond mortal comprehension. Your name was a beacon of divine assignments, sacred protection, heavenly favor, and anointing. It was a promise of your destiny to change the world. And now, someone has dared to reach into that holy record and rip you out. This was no accident, no mistake. It was a brutal, calculated act meant to erase your very existence. But here is the unyielding truth: the heavens remember. Every letter of your name, every sacred promise bound to it, every purpose it held, they are etched forever in the spirit realm. The light you carried, the strength you embodied, the love that surrounded you, none of it is lost. The angels weep not only for what was taken but for what will come next, for the consequences that will ripple through the cosmos. You feel it, the tension, the gnawing question mark inside your soul, because something deep within you knows this is no ordinary battle. You are seeking answers, hungry for the truth. Now is the time to hear it. This list that heaven mourns was not written by angels alone, nor by mortal hands. I created it. I crafted it before your first breath, before your cry, before you even walked this earth. I wrote your name with deliberate love and purpose. This list is sacred, holding the names of those who remained true to the path I set before them. It carries eternal rewards, crowns forged in the fires of glory, reserved for the faithful who endured. Your name once glowed there, a radiant light only heaven fully understands. It was not just ink on parchment, it was a calling, a divine purpose sealed in your spirit. It stood firm, marked by favor and hope. But now, when I look, there is only silence where your name once shone. An empty void. The other names still blaze brightly like stars, but where yours should be, there are scars. Jagged scratches, torn edges, desperate attempts to erase you completely. It looks as if someone clawed at the very fabric of your existence, trying to make you vanish as if you never belonged. Yet, the marks remain, painful reminders that your story was once there. Even though the ink is scraped away, heaven holds your memory close. Your name was never meant to be erased. It remains imprinted, eternal and unbreakable, no matter how hard they try to destroy it. Now feel the weight of this truth deep inside. Sense the trembling loss that shakes your spirit. It's hard to face, but it's what your soul needs. Here is the hardest part. It was you. You erased your own name, not in a single act of rebellion, but slowly, quietly, almost without realizing it. You made choices that distanced you from me, step by step. You drifted away, ignoring the voice I placed deep within your heart, shutting out the gentle pull of my presence. The fire I ignited in you, the one that blazed with love and purpose, began to flicker and fade. You stopped hearing the calling I whispered into your soul. The noise of the world grew louder, drowning out my voice. The mission I set for you, the people I longed for you to reach, the blessings I prepared, they slipped away, not because I took them, but because you turned your back. The crown that awaited you, shining in glory, was withdrawn, not as punishment, but because you let go. This is the truth, my child. You didn't hold fast. You let go. And that's why heaven mourns, not just for the name lost, but for the healing you were meant to bring, the light you should have carried into darkness, the souls who would have found me through your obedience. All of it is paused because you stepped away. But hear me now, this is not the end. Your story is not finished. The light inside you still burns. It can be rekindled. Your name can be written again, stronger and brighter than ever before. Heaven waits, the angels fight, and your destiny calls you home. The next chapter is yours to claim. Will you rise? You're probably burning with questions now. Who dared to do this? Why would someone go to such lengths to erase you? What is this list, and why does it hold such devastating power? Why was your name there in the first place, and how could it vanish? You deserve these answers, and I'm here to deliver them with unflinching clarity. This isn't just any list, it's a sacred ledger, a divine scroll etched with purpose, heavenly favor, and the weight of destiny itself. Your name wasn't randomly placed there, it was written with intention, sealed by a higher power because you were chosen for greatness. You were meant to walk a path bathed in light, a path where your strength and love would ripple out and transform the world. But someone, some force, has tried to steal that from you. They've reached into the very heart of your destiny and tried to rip your name away. But hear this loud and clear: no force on earth or in heaven can erase your true purpose. You are still here. The mission set before you still burns inside you like an unquenchable flame. The path carved out for you has not vanished. Even if someone tries to block it, your light will slice through the darkness. Now that you understand the gravity of what's happened, know this: your purpose is not up for grabs. You are not forgotten. The angels themselves watch over you, their tears falling not just for what was lost, but because they see how precious you are. You are part of something far greater than this fleeting world, a cosmic design that no one can undo. The forces of heaven are rallying on your behalf. They are clearing the rubble, removing the obstacles that block your way, fiercely fighting to ensure your destiny is not lost. You were born to shine, and nothing, no one, can take that away. But before we dive deeper into the mystery, you must grasp how serious this is. This is no accident. This isn't a clerical error or a cosmic glitch. The absence of your name from that list is a wound that echoes through the heavens. Listen closely. Even heaven mourns. The angels, the elders bathed in eternal light, they weep for you. But their tears are not shed in confusion. They know a truth hidden from most. They know the immense power your name carried when it was etched there. Divine assignments, protection, favor, anointing, everything that made you destined for greatness. And now, someone reached in and tried to erase you. This was no random act, it was calculated, deliberate. They wanted to wipe you from existence, to erase your light so completely that no one would remember you. Yet the heavens remember. Every letter of your name, every promise linked to it, every purpose you were meant to fulfill, they hold it all in their eternal memory. They remember your light, your strength, your love. And with your name erased, their grief runs deep, because they know the chain reaction that follows, the ripple effects of your absence on the world and on souls meant to be touched by you. I feel your heart pounding. That deep, gnawing tension inside you, the sensation that something is horribly wrong, is real. You're searching for answers, desperate to make sense of this injustice. And now, the time has come. Time to unmask the truth behind this list. Time to reveal who committed this act and why. Stay close, this revelation will change everything. This list that has caused heaven to weep is no ordinary record. It wasn't written by angels or scribes. No, I created this list with my own hand, before your first breath, before your very first cry. Your name was written there with love, purpose, and divine intention. It was sacred. It held the names of those faithful to the path I set, a path forged through trials and perseverance. It is the ledger of eternal rewards, the list of crowns forged in the fires of glory, reserved for those who endured. Your name shone brightly on this list, marked by hope, favor, and promise. But now, where your name once stood proud, there is silence, an empty hollow scarred by desperate attempts to erase it. Every other name glows like a steady star, untouched and eternal. But yours was targeted, torn, and scratched away as if to say you never existed. Even now, the scars remain, a painful reminder of what once was. Though the ink is gone, the heavens remember. Your name's memory lives in spirit and light, never to fade. You were never meant to be erased. Your mark is imprinted eternally, no matter what anyone tries. Now, brace yourself for the hardest truth. It was you. You erased your own name. Not in one dramatic moment, but slowly, step by step, choice by choice. You drifted away from the voice within, ignored the gentle pull of presence, let the flame inside flicker and dim. You stopped hearing the calling whispered into your soul, drowned out by the noise of the world. The mission, the people you were meant to reach, the blessings waiting for you, one by one slipped away, not because they were taken, but because you turned away. The crown of glory that waited for you was pulled back, not by judgment, but because you let go. Remember Revelation 3:11, hold fast what you have, that no one may take your crown. But you didn't hold fast, you released it. And that is why heaven mourns, not only for your lost place on the list but for the healing you were destined to bring, the light you should have carried into dark places, the souls who could have met the divine through your faithfulness. All that waits, paused, because you stepped away. But this is not the end. Your story is far from over. This moment is your crossroads, the point where you can choose to reclaim your name, your purpose, your light. The heavens still wait, still hope. Your destiny is calling. Will you answer? I saw you. I saw every moment they misunderstood you, misjudged you, turned their backs and whispered behind closed doors. They didn't see your heart, didn't feel the weight you were carrying. But I did. I was there, not watching from afar, but standing beside you. When others left, I stayed. When the pain surged and your knees hit the floor, I was the one holding you upright. Every silent cry you released into the night, I caught it. Every moment you fought to keep believing when your world was caving in, I felt it. And because you didn't give up, because you clung to hope when everything around you screamed despair, I'm moving. I'm shifting things for your good right now. The storms that battered you, they're breaking. The doors that were slammed in your face, they're unlocking, fast. The joy the enemy tried to rob from you, the peace they tried to bury, the place they swore you'd never reclaim, it's all being returned. But not the same as before. I'm bringing it back 7 times stronger. I'm not just repairing the damage, I'm rewriting the ending. Better, brighter, bigger than you ever dared to dream. Your name, the one heaven wept for when it was nearly erased, is being restored with glory. Your position in my kingdom isn't just returning, it's being elevated, secured with favor and power that no hand can steal. Heaven is no longer silent. The angels who once cried over your fall are now singing over your rise. The place where your name faded into faint memory, it now shines like a fire in the darkness. You did it. You turned back. You found your way home. And now, watch closely. Watch as I turn your broken pieces into weapons of light. Watch as I take every moment of pain and twist it into unstoppable purpose. Watch as the season you thought would end you becomes the very launchpad for your divine transformation. You've trusted. You've endured. Now comes the bloom. Now comes the reward. Welcome home. Your real journey begins here. If this message touched your spirit, help us spread it. Like, share, and subscribe to keep this light flowing to others who need it. And if you feel led to support this mission, send a super thanks. Anything up to $20 makes a difference. You're part of this movement now, and we're honored to walk this path with you.